Thanks so much for turning out today for the webinar, How to Receive EQP Pricing from Suppliers. The point of the webinar is going to be how to get preferential product pricing from suppliers and the way to do it the correct way, not by just demanding it. But before we get started, I would love for you to look at all the great suppliers on the screen. There's Quickie, Southern Plus, Promo Social Post, Edwards, Alexa Springs, Galaxy, and Logomat shown on the original ad. And the other suppliers that sponsor the webinars are Burlacamp, Snugs, ID Line, Cloth Promotions, Sunjoy, We Promo. I'm going to talk about them. If you want to get lower pricing, they can certainly help you. Ad Capital, Flex Systems, Pin Machine, which has bought out Gempire. I'm going to talk about them briefly. Apogee for Awards, Trainer. I have used Trainer for 36 years for cups, napkins, and hospitality products. And Showdown Displays, the finest company, finest supplier in the industry for display products. Now let's talk about why distributors are obsessed with cheaper pricing. Promo has morphed into something which is just a little bit out of control. We've gone from wanting things to be better to faster to cheaper. Selling has morphed into not selling the best products, not trying to sell for the best suppliers, but hey, what's the cheapest price that I can get? The first thing that many distributors demand from suppliers, I must have EQP pricing on my first order. Well, I don't deal with suppliers that will give you that on the first order. I deal with suppliers that are more interested in providing great service and great products. That's what must be focused on. Like Galaxy, they're not going to give you EQP pricing for just calling them. You need to earn EQP or preferential pricing from them. The same with Edwards, a great supplier. They will show you how to sell their products, not how to give you cheaper pricing. But if you'd like to have a great sample from Edwards, and I've got these throughout the webinar, you can scan that QR code, which is shown on the screen for Edwards, right now with your phone, then put it down, and after the webinar is over, you can fill out the rest of the information, and Edwards will send you an apron sample absolutely for free. Great, great opportunity. Now, distributors seeking lower pricing do so because they like product knowledge. They don't know expertise. The only way they know how to sell is, I'm just going to be cheaper than somebody. That's not how to make money in this industry. You need to learn how to sell more profitable orders. And the promo industry is one of the worst in attracting price cutters. Look at that idiot on the screen right there. There are some distributors that will spend hours after making a sale beating suppliers to death trying to get a lower price, when in reality they should be out calling on other customers. EQP pricing was started by weak suppliers. They couldn't earn business from distributors, so they just had to be lower in pricing. Not something that I want to deal with. You need to sell by having high standards. That's what sells promo, not cheaper prices. Now, here are our standards. I don't deal with difficult prospects. I avoid slow paying clients. I don't sell them. I never bid on state or government jobs. I don't want to make zero profit. I don't work with non-decision makers. I don't deal with people that excessively request samples and never buy. I avoid prospects who don't meet deadlines that I give them. Like, I need to get the artwork to get the order in a certain time. And I stay away from buyers finding products online and then calling me and saying, can you get it for me? The reason being is I don't want to compete with price shoppers. Now, let me give you an example of a distributor that called me a couple of years ago, was wanting to buy magnets. They had a chance to bid on 500,000 magnets for the U.S. Postal Service. I told the distributor not to do it, to walk away from it. She argued with me and she said, well, but I can get a repeat order over and over and over again, and maybe I can get more Postal Service business. I just let her be. What she ended up doing is the magnets were going to cost her 26 cents. She bid them at 31 cents. She made 5 cents a magnet. She was so excited. But then she calls me and says, well, where do I get the money for the deposit? because the supplier that I'm doing this for needs half up front and half at time of completion. I said, well, you're going to have to call a factoring company. They charge you so much interest on those orders that they factor for you. Ended up, the person made $7,000 on a $130,000 order. Never take risk associated with making no money. Walk away from these orders. Sell smaller, higher profit orders. Don't get in a trap like this person did. And if you want to get better pricing from supplier, sell more orders from them. If you need preferential pricing and you've done 9 orders for Burlacamp, they might give you a little bit better pricing. If they know you, they're just not going to hand it to you if they don't know you. So what you've got to do is sell more orders. And here's a great free money coupon from Burlacamp on custom plaques. A lot of distributors don't know that Burlacamp sells really cool little plaques that are very inexpensive. And my favorite award company is Apogee, and there's a great little deal right there where you can get cheaper pricing. They'll give you $50 off your first order of $150. You want better pricing? There's a great way to get it just from Apogee. Now, are you selling shoe covers to realtors? You want to sell products, you want to sell orders, sell things that other distributors are not selling. Ad Capital is a great supplier in North Carolina. Their majority of their products are all American made. Shoe covers are a great item for realtors. If you haven't thought about that, any realtors showing open houses, they go with their buyers and they provide them with the shoe covers to go in the house. Protects the house from dirt coming in. And this is the way to sell, is to show a product that you've never even thought about. Shoe covers are a great realtor gift. If you'd like to have samples, sales team at adcapital.com. Just send them an email and say, I told you to contact them, and they will be happy to send you a free sample. This is a great item. Think out of the box for selling. And be memorable. A lot of distributors are just boring. What they have on their card says, oh, I offer the cheapest prices. You know, I offer the first fastest service. I do this, I do that. Don't be memorable like that. Make yourself memorable by your mark, your logo. I use my colorful shoes that I wear at trade shows. And that has gotten me more business by being memorable with my shoes. Now, you could be memorable like Lindsey Bonds there at the PPAI show in Las Vegas in January. I went to their booth. She has the world's largest name badge. Now, tell me, that will make you remember ID Line with that type of trade show badge. And how about Carla Madlock over here at Bensel? Bensel's a great supplier. Their lighted name badges are just so cool. You go out and make a call with that on. Well, I really wouldn't make a call on it, but what I would do is if I went to a chamber networking event, that would be my name badge. And I guarantee you people will come up to you and say, hey, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen. Your smile is your logo. Your personality is your business card, not cheaper prices. And there's a great coupon right there on the screen right now for Bensel. That Smash Light is a terrific product. And if you would like to have a sample of it, you can email Carla, cmadlack at Bensel.com. This is the way to sell, not by cheaper prices. Spec samples are something that over the years, we have closed at a rate of 65 to 70%. Now, here are 3 spec sample offers from ID Line, which I mentioned with the large name badge for tags, badges, and coasters. And I've got 2 setups here on mouse pads and buttons. And challenge coins. A lot of distributors don't know that ID Line does buttons, and they are American made, and they are just top of the line printed. So if you would like to have spec samples, you email lbonds@idline.com or just attach these coupons and send with your logo from your prospect, and they will create for you spec samples at absolutely no charge. You cannot beat that for a great offer. Now, I always pitch trusted products. I have about 5 or 6 products that I always show when I go out and make a new call. Now, 2 of them that I always show are from Bensel. And watch this little cool video about their pens and pencils. I show that to customers and they think those are the neatest pens and pencils, these shaped ones. And the Smash Light, which I told you about, that's an LED light. It's the brightest light I've ever seen. This would be a great item for realtors, again, to give prospective home buyers. Like to have a sample of either one of these, it's cmatlock@bensel.com. All you have to do is email her and say, Sanders told me to contact you, and you'd send me a sample, and she will do that. Now, the best way to get lower pricing is to join a buying group. I know all the buying groups. I have been members of buying groups a couple of times. I have started working with WePromo. WePromo offers EQP pricing or better from at least 100 top suppliers. I know the folks that own WePromo, and they really are here to help you. There's no charge for this. A lot of the buying groups charge you a monthly fee just to be a member. All they're doing is picking up money off from you up front. WePromo costs exactly nothing to join. All you've got to do is email membership@wepromo.net. You can get the application online and fill it out. It doesn't cost you anything. Why wouldn't you do this? You get EQP or better from a top suppliers. You get rebates. You get a higher margin by doing this. And the suppliers like Edwards, Bensel, they're part of the WePromo. They will help you and they will get you better pricing through WePromo. Contact them after this webinar if you're wanting better pricing. Why wouldn't you not do that? Now, every office requires chair mats. I'm trying to show you new ideas so you can be out and call on customers that are not price sensitive buyers. Now, Logo Mats has come out with chair mats. All offices have these things. I've got one in my office. It's old and it's cracked. I just ordered me one of these from Logo Mats with my logo on it. Nobody sees it but me, but it looks so cool in my office. Now, these are a great item for any office because every hotel, office, school, hospital, automobile dealership needs these mats. So this is a cool little presentation about them. I love Logo Mats. I have worked with them for a long, long time and sell a lot of mats for them. Here's a 5% off an order coupon from Logo Mats. If you would like to have samples from these, just email Logo Mats. You can email them at orders@logomats.com, or I'm going to give you another email address from Miles Wadsworth, who is the president, at the end of the show, and you can email him directly. Now, I use mistakes or foul-ups to create orders. Use shipping delays as a closing tool. UPS, Federal Express, this is all a nightmare. It's gotten from where delivery is guaranteed now to where I get messages from FedEx all the time about storms in the Northeast affecting shipments. That stuff used to never happen. They were delivering regardless of what's happened. People now take advantage of that by using an excuse of why it was not delivered. I use that as a closing tool by getting my customers to place orders in advance. Use negatives to your advantage. Now, let me tell you about pins from Snug Z. One of the larger pen companies, and I'm not going to say any names, is just turned into a nightmare. They do not deliver. They are not answering emails. I don't know what's going on, but I have started selling pens from Snug Z. Snug is a great supplier. They pay for, they sponsor all my webinars, and besides having pens, they have like 150 other products that they can ship on 1-day service. That's a way to avoid a shipping delay and start selling pens from Snugs. Customer care at snugzusa.com if you'd like to have samples. I bet you didn't even realize that Snugs had pens, but they do, and they are a top delivery supplier. Now, I send many flip catalogs to prospects because I want to limit product choices. I talk about Burlacamp in all my webinars. They are in Ohio. Ken Burlacamp owns the company. They've been around since the 1920s. They have little small mini catalogs. I don't like to sell Zoom catalogs to my customers because they have too many product choices. I don't want to send a Zoom catalog for a supplier that has 19,000 products because I want my customers to stay focused. So if I was calling on motorcycle dealers, I would send my motorcycle version of this catalog. If I was calling on a company that needed plaques, I would sell them Burlacamp's little plaque version. I would do the same thing for key tags. I would do the same thing for badges and buttons. And if you'd like to have these catalogs texted to you or email the links, it's sales@burlacamp.com. Now, here is the one for motorcycles. When you click on the first page, it then goes to the second page, which is marked 10 there, and then it goes to the page marked 8. Maybe I've got them out of, I think I've got them out of order here. And the last page is 12, which is license plates framed. Email Burlacamp at sales@burlacamp.com for the links to these mini catalogs. You send these to customers and it keeps them focused. And right now, the motorcycle market is hot. Get out and show kickstand pads to every motorcycle dealer, Harley, Suzuki, whatever dealers you're calling on, because they would love to buy products to pitch their motorcycle customers. Now, I talked about Snugs with their 1-day service. I am telling you, they don't drop these delivery dates. You can go to snugzusa.com for more information. This will keep you from missing rush orders. They have no excuse and on-time delivery. Don't mess with these rinky-dink suppliers just offering you cheaper prices to get your business. They're offering you that because they can't earn your business. Snugs will not give you EQP pricing right off the bat. They want you to earn it. But one thing they will do for you is they will never let you down on deliveries. Now, let's talking about dealing with the elephants in the room, big suppliers like one that advertises on television. I don't compete with them because I don't call on customers that buy from that supplier. Now, let me tell you, the way to beat them is having product knowledge and a personality. When you call the big supplier to place an order or to find out about products, they have so many customer service people. They have so many products. Those customer service people can't know about all those products. Focus on a few products and be better at them, and you will get business. Like Bensel. Here is my great little coupon from Bensel. And here we again are with Apogee. Just take those two suppliers right there. Learn everything about them, and you can beat that big online seller on orders by having product knowledge and a personality. Now, I talk about Alexa Springs in every one of my webinars because water knowledge protects you from price cutters. I know that you've been out and you've called on customers and they say, oh, I can get that water cheaper. Well, maybe you can. That cheaper water was probably from a toilet, if I'm going to be honest with you. Water sold by many suppliers was previously sewer water. It came from a municipal water source. There's a water treatment plant. That plant takes out pesticides, things out of your toilet, and then suppliers will buy the water and then filter it and they won't kill you. The water won't kill you, but it tastes like the devil. Where Alexa Springs water does not come from a water treatment plant. You can notice when suppliers have that by saying purified water by reverse osmosis and oxygenated. I don't even know what that means. That's not on Alexa Springs water labels. Alexa Springs labels as natural spring water. Comes out of spring water houses in Mount Ida, Arkansas. Finest water in America is in Mount Ida. It does not come from a toilet. Spring water and not toilet water. And I want you to buy from educated buyers.
They are customers that look for quality. They know what they want. They need it delivered on time, and they don't mess you around on getting artwork late or slow paying you. I always look for educated buyers because I don't want to deal with people that waste my.
That is my motto, and it should be yours too. But selling the water, spring water, you run into that person with a cheaper one and say, hey, look at that label. That water was toilet water. And I guarantee you they'll say, gee, I didn't know that. Now, here's a great place to sell bottled water too, where you do business. If you have your car washed, if you have your car detailed, when you go to valet parking, auto dealers, car repair shops, they all need bottled water to put in cup holders in vehicles when they are serviced or when they come out of the car wash. This is a great market. The car market is a great place for bottled water. You can get samples, spring water samples, Brian at alexasprings.com. Here's a nice little skip a column coupon from Alexa Springs. They're trying to give you a little bit better pricing on your first order. Sell who sells you. Vehicles are a big market for bottled water. Now we're talking about maximizing social media exposure. This is personality. That big supplier on TV, their reps do not have a social media presence. You can have your own social media presence and show your personality with promo social posts. My friend Greg Blumstein owns this company. I'm going to tell you a little bit about him in the next slide, but he does email marketing for you. You provide him with your customers' email addresses. He creates weekly or bi-weekly newsletters and sends them to your list. He doesn't steal your customers, just like I won't steal your customers. He's trying to help you. He also does brief videos, which he can send out through Promo Social Post. Greg at promosocialpost.com. And here's a little story about Greg. I've worked with him for a couple of years right now. He is a distributor just like you. He's figured out how to do this. You can try his service for 1 month for free. So if you don't do this, it's just like you're not taking advantage of these offers. Why would you not offer or order that apron sample from Edwards? Why would you not have free social media for a month? Greg at promosocialpost.com. And Greg will not let you down. If he gives you any problem, you contact me and I'll contact him. But he's not going to let you down, so you don't need to contact me. Now, selling Apple products opens closed doors. I believe the only supplier in the industry that sells Apple products is Sunjoy. I've known Harrison Few that owns Sunjoy for more than 10 years. They have a full line of Apple products that can be imprinted. You can get earbuds, you can get iPads, you can get tracking device, all this stuff that Sunjoy carries from Apple. And there's a $50 off an order coupon from Sunjoy. I buy all my power banks. I buy any electronic product from them because they're reliable. They don't sell products that explode. This is another product knowledge item. If you buy cheap power banks, the batteries are bad, and in some instances they will explode or they melt. That does not happen with Sunjoy. Harrison at sunjoy.us. If you want to learn how to sell Apple products, if you offer these, you will look like you're so professional. Now I'm back here to add capital again on the shoe covers. On this one, I am recommending that you call on all sports marketing programs that you have, every school you've ever attended. I went to TCU. At one time, I did a lot of stuff for the TCU sports marketing department before I left my contact, but I had a good run of 6 years from them. Pennants are a great sports marketing product. Sample from sales team at adcapital.com. These are as low as 414 on an R. This is an American made product in Monroe, North Carolina. I know Lance Dunn, the owner. He will never let you down. Sell schools that you attended. If you go see them, your entrance is that I went to school here. Same with high schools, colleges, graduate programs. Call on schools you attended or your children attend. Now, if you want to decorate difficult products, Flex Systems is the way to do it. Diane Chapman owns this company. She makes two-dimensional polymer labels that can decorate any Yeti products. She can decorate North Face products. She can even decorate Allbirds shoes.
I know Diane Chapman who owns Flex Systems for almost 20 years, and she has the most unique decorating process in the industry. It is so cool because you can decorate hard to imprint products like Allbirds shoes. She can get imprints on those for you. How about Yeti bags? Those things are hard to print, but Diane can do it. Check out her offerings and show it to your customers because it puts you apart from other distributors who have no idea about alternate decorating methods.
This is a much better decorating technique than silk screening or embroidery. The details you can get on these labels, embroidery cannot match. This is a great way to decorate hard products or any product. Diane C at flexsystems.com for a sample kit, and look at that National Geographic. That is a perfect print. You could not get that detail with embroidery, I guarantee you. Now, sell more orders by avoiding adult ADHD buyers, people with attention deficit disorder. All these folks do is they never let you make any money. All they're trained to do is they have no personality. They only will do business with you for the cheapest price. Our number one standard is making money on orders. I don't deal with tunnel vision buyers. In fact, the next webinar I'm going to do is going to be about how to sell these people, or how to avoid these people is what I'm going to say. Never sell someone who looks like that character with his piggy bank or his jar of money. He will not let you make money because he has ADHD. He has no personality. He doesn't know how to relate to human beings. He is hired to be a purchasing manager and beat you down on the price. Avoid these people like the plague. Here's a great coupon for Trainer for a free screen or PMS match. The second order I sold in this industry was from Trainer many, many years ago. And here's a great little logo match coupon. Again, these are products that are from suppliers that will never let you down. Now, stop wasting time on freight quotes. Galaxy is a great supplier. Here's a little brief film. I won't show you the whole thing. I just want you to watch a few minutes of, because distributors are always complaining about freight. I can't get a consistent price. I always go with the freight quote off the supplier website. Here's how you can do it with Galaxy.
If you'd like to request a quote, Galaxy's website allows you to easily do this. First, go over to our products and choose whichever one you want to quote on. For this example, we'll go to our sport beach balls. And we'll just pick the first one. Once that loads, you'll scroll down under product shots and you'll see all of the things that we can do here. For this, you'll want to request a quote. So press request quote. Once that comes up, you'll see all these options. So you want to start with your first name, then your last, along with your email address and phone number. Then an extension if you have one, and your company name. Here you can select the color. So we only have one color on this, so the SBB9 is the only option. But for example, our volleyballs, you'll see blue, black, pink, and so on. Then you'll put in the quantity that you want, then the address that you want it shipped to, And if you have a suite number, you can put this in the address line too. Make sure you put your country and the state that you live in, along with your city and zip code. You can also put your ASI, PPAI, SAGE, or UPIC number in there if you would like. And you can add a note if you would like to. Not necessary. Anything that isn't in these boxes, any additional information, you're more than welcome to. And then the last thing you want to do is request a delivery date. Then hit request quote, and we'll be back to you shortly.
Real easy to do. P.Wolf at galaxyballoons.com if you'd like to have samples of Galaxy products. They do balloons, they do sports balls. They're just an absolutely great supplier. Now, never get caught on back ordered items. Take control of shirt inventories. I've talked about Ad Capital for the pennants and for the shoe covers. Ad Capital has come out with its own line of t-shirts. They are the great quality. The imprinting is done in North Carolina. They are absolutely great at the whole process. Don't order shirts and send them to a printer or whatever. Just let Ad Capital do the whole dadgum job. Never wait on back ordered goods. You don't have to lose orders to blank goods because you can't get them. Ad Capital is the finest industry printer. Look at Arnold there. That's a one screen job, and look at that detail. Samples from sales team at adcapital.com. Now we're talking about We Promo again. There are EQP, no credit card needed, no mandatory reporting, no sales minimums, no membership fees, no obligation. Join by emailing membership@wepromo.net. You were drawn to this webinar because I was going to talk to you about how to get better pricing. Well, right here is the opportunity to get better pricing from We Promo. Showdown is on every one of my webinars. They do the best signage in the industry. Signage is required by every retail business. Stand-up signs, value sale signs, retractable tabletop banners. Info at showdowndisplays.com if you would like to have sales flyers or inquire about a sample. This is a no-nonsense display company. They're not going to give you Eqp pricing. You've got to earn better pricing from them because they do everything correctly. Now let's talk about selling vertical markets. I talk about Edwards in all my webinars. For years, I called on the Dallas Zoo. The biggest mistake I ever made is I lost hundreds of orders by not selling the Dallas Zoo uniform program. I called on the zoo and did their volunteer reward programs. Never asked my contact who buys the uniforms at the zoo. I'm sitting here telling you, acting like I know what I'm doing, and I just sat there and lost all that zoo business. All zoo workers wear uniforms. Volunteers, tour guides, exhibit directors, food cart staff, restaurant employees. There are companies that you're calling on that have vertical markets that you are missing. I know I missed it at the Dallas Zoo. I used to call on the Bombay company before they went out of business. I did a lot with purchasing, but I never knew where their little lapel pins came from until one day I asked, and my contact said, "Oh, Don, so-and-so up in logistics buys those. Just go up there and call on her." And I did, and I got that business. It's because I didn't ask. I didn't think about vertical markets. Now let's talk about vertical market buyers. There are buyers for assisted living, security. They offer sports coats for executives. And in this instance right here, healthcare, you call on department heads. Hospitality is the manager. I've got a typo there as manager. Okay, I just saw that. Transportation, security services, large hotels, they buy uniforms from Edwards. Here's another Edwards sample offer for you. Scan the QR code right there after the show, put in the information, and Edwards will send you a free soft blouse. I guarantee you've never sold any of those, but because I never have either before I started dealing with Edwards. Now let's sell the booming wedding market. It's time for weddings. Quickie, American-made supplier out of Ohio. I have known Quickie for more than 30 years. They do wedding magnets. You can email Quickie for a magnet selling kit, info@quickie.com. Then go out and show these to wedding planners, tuxedo shops, flower shops, limo drivers or limo companies. Weddings are a big, big business, and a cool magnet announcing a wedding or is a little follow-up after the wedding is so cool. Quickie's a great supplier, info@quickie.com. Now here's another, I believe this is our last ad capital pitch. They have a heavyweight gusset tote. This is made in America. Great price on this. You can sell these to sports marketing. You can sell them to realtors. You can sell them to any type of customer. This is a great price, 75-piece minimum. Sales team at adcapital.com. I'm just trying to show you products that are available from suppliers who will not let you down. Now let's start selling summer wearables right now. Another great offer right here from Edwards on a poplin shirt, either for women or for men. All you got to do is scan the code and order the sample. They have a full selection of these. And if you have any questions about summer wearables, B. Garrett at edwardsgarment.com would be the person to contact. Now I'm going to talk about water for the last time. Natural spring water on labels is a terrific closing tool instead of saying water filtered by remote osmosis from a toilet. Many water suppliers use bait and switch tactics to get you to buy from them based on freight quotes. But after you place the order, they will add a zone charge. Well, Alexa Springs ships from those 7 places shown on the calendar. There are no zone charges. The price you get from Alexa Springs from freight is what you're going to be charged. Alexa Springs has multiple shipping locations, so you don't have to worry about, after your order is placed, getting an email from some bogus water supplier selling toilet water that, oh, it's going to be $400 more. You're out of that zone. Brian at alexasprings.com for samples. Now, how many toothbrushes do you need? I'm just trying to give you some ideas on where to sell water. You go to an orthodontist, how much money do they charge to work on your children's teeth? And then after you get through there, most of them give you a toothbrush. I get my teeth cleaned every 6 months, and I've been getting a free toothbrush from my dentist forever. I don't know how many toothbrushes I have, but I would rather have a refreshing bottle of spring water when I leave the dentist or when your child leaves the orthodontist. You're thirsty when you have your teeth cleaned or any dental work. You show spring water from Alexa Springs to your dentist or your orthodontist. And remember, does not come from a toilet. Now, the Wounded Warrior program from Snugs is the greatest thing I've seen in the industry to give back. Snugs is a great supplier. They work with the Wounded Warrior program. I give $100 a month to the Wounded Warriors every month because I would hate to have been in the position that most of those women and men have come back to this country with no arms, no legs, their faces disfigured. It's just sad. So I try and help them. So does Snugs. Snugs gave a check to Wounded Warrior program for $107,000. There's everybody that I deal with at Snugs at the PPAI show holding up the check. Customer care at snugsyusa.com for Wounded Warrior information. Now, you can meet decision makers by calling on craft breweries. Don't call on customers that are not decision makers. Call on the owner, not the bartender. Anytime you go to a bar or restaurant that has beer taps, how about selling them custom beer taps? Apogee has custom beer taps. craft breweries are a big, big market. They would love to have custom beer taps with their different brands on the tap. John.g at creativeawards.net if you'd like to have samples of beer tap samples. Great, great expanding market. Now it's time to sell Pride products. Month of June is Gay Pride product month, Gay Pride month. Snugs has a whole line of Gay Pride products, which are shown here on the right, customer care at snugsyusa.com, and Cloth Promotions. I've always talked about them. You can email them for samples. They have Gay Pride socks. They have cooling towels. They have lens cleaning cloths. And these cooling fiber towels, soak them in water, wring them out, and they will keep your body like 15 degrees cooler. And in June here, the big Gay Pride Parade, it will be hot and muggy. And I've been out down to that part of town selling bars and restaurants cooling towels. Now, if you want to do continuity programs, that's how to get better pricing. At one time, I had programs with the 5 major hospitals in Dallas and Fort Worth where I provided their name badges from ID Line. All the badges were printed, put in a program, and when Harris Hospital needed badges, they sent in an order form or they went to their URL that ID Line had created for them, and the customer could order the badges. I didn't even have to fool with it. I just got the shipping shipping confirmations. Name badge sample kit, lbonds at idline.com. Another great repeat product is Showdown signage. Info at showdowndisplays.com. I've got 2 quarterly promotions on there for value signs from Snugs. Great, great supplier. Great, great repeat order possibility. Here's a little thing from Greg. I'm almost finished with the webinar here. Hang with me. I just want to go through a few of these again so you remember them. You can email Greg at promosocialpost.com. He's not going to charge you anything to do a free month, and I guarantee you he will pick your business up in social media and make you just like a large distributor. Now here's Diane Chapman again, and I just want you to remember her.
Please don't forget my friend Diane Chapman with Flex Systems. Her decorating capabilities are so unique, and if you will show those to your customers, they will know that you are the go-to distributor.
Diane C at flexsystems.com for a sample kit. You can decorate beanies, backpacks, shirts, shoes, car seats, you name it. Her products are just great, and there's a 10% off an order coupon. Now we're back to Sunjoy again on the Apple selling information. Harrison at sunjoy.us. There's that great coupon for $50 off, a $150 order, I believe, $500 order from Sunjoy. But you start showing Apple products to people or let people know that you have those, they're going to respect you more than distributors who do not show top line products. Harrison at sunjoy.us for information. Last pitch on WePromo again, membership at wepromo.net. Not going to go through the advantages. If you don't do this, I don't know why you don't. It's so easy to fill out the form, and you can get better pricing, and you can learn and garner some friends, other WePromo members that you could chat with for product bounce ideas off them on different products. Now, here are all the email addresses from all the suppliers I've talked about in the webinar. There's WePromo at the top, Apple products, Sunjoy, Showdown, Bensel, Cloth Promotions for their Pride products, logo mats, those name badges I talked about being a continuity program, all those Edwards offers. They're still, if you want to watch the replay of the webinar, if you'll send me an email here after when we get finished, I'll be happy to send you some Edwards offers where you can scan for those free, the blouse and the apron and the poplin shirt. Trainer offers a full sample kit for cups and napkins. Southern Plus, great supplier for umbrellas, folding chairs. Their Snugsy Wounded Warrior program, Quickie wedding samples. I talked to you a lot about Alexa Springs, your free month of social media. Burlacamp for those motorcycle samples, Flex Systems, Ad Capital tote bag samples. Also, you can order those shoe covers and that great tote bag sample from sales team at adcapital.com. And if you'd like to have a lapel sample kit, I did not include my little pitch about Pin Machine in this webinar because I've talked about them so much. But Michael at pinmachine.com will send you a free lapel pin sample kit. And there's the email address for Ad Capital shoe covers. Galaxy, I talked about. Remember, they had the Freight Coat Show. P. Wolf at galaxyballoon.com for a balloon sample kit. And custom beer tap samples from John.G at creativeawards.net. I want to thank you so much for listening today. I've talked as fast as I could here, and we've covered a lot of ground. Don at sellpromoproducts.com. If you will email me, I will send you the replay of this webinar as soon as I download it. It's a lot of slides, takes a while to do it, but I will send it to you as soon as I can. And I am going to leave the this slide up for a few minutes so you can take advantage of these great sample offers. And I really want to thank you for listening. And if I can ever help you, please, please email me. And remember, every supplier I've talked to and all these selling ideas, I am doing it because I'm trying to help you sell more products. Thanks so much for listening.